Hello. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Gracie Nickel, and I am your CIMS Student Council President. We are so excited to have all of our veterans here for our assembly today. At this time, we would like to ask all of the veterans that are able to stand at this time so we can recognize you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now hear a Veterans Day poem read by Gracie Nickel.
Thank you, veteran, a Veterans Day poem. Today is the day we honor the noble and the brave, the men and women who dedicated their lives and the sacrifices that they have made. When America had an urgent need, they were the first to raise their hand. Without thinking twice about it, they were proud to take a stand. Some came back with battle scars, others in flag-draped coffins. Even though their flesh may have left, their spirits will never be forgotten. They unselfishly and knowingly put their lives on the line, so when you see a veteran, thank them, because without them, freedom would have died. At this time, we would like to introduce our speaker. He is a Noble High School graduate and joined the Marine Corps in 1986 as a Marine infantryman. He has also served around our country as well as the world. He is a recipient of the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star, Meritorious Service Medal, Navy Commendation Medal, Navy Achievement Medal, and the Combat Action Ribbon. He was deployed during the Gulf War, Iraq War, Afghanistan War, as well as 15 Southwest Asia countries: Korea, Japan, Philippines, Guam, Okinawa, Hong Kong, Singapore, Samoa, Australia, as well as 10 more countries. He is a former CIMS teacher and currently works at Noble High School. He is also our high school wrestling coach. We would like to introduce Keith Combs.
Can you hear me? Yep. Hey, do we have sixth graders in here? No, seventh graders? Wait, do we have seventh graders in here? Do we have seventh graders in here? What about eighth graders? Do we have bears in here? Do we have bears in here? No, do we have bears in here? good. All right, I'm in the right spot. All right. So, what is Veterans Day? Okay, so Veterans Day starts after World War I, guys. Okay, 11th month, 11th day, 11th hour. Okay, this isn't something that just America has. This is the entire world. Okay, so when I was in England training Royal Marine Commandos, they have Remembrance Day on the exact same day. Okay, so this is an important day. This is supposed to have been the war that ended all wars, World War I. Okay, 65 million go in, not counting civilian casualties, there's 40 million casualties in World War I. It's a big deal. Okay, serving the country is a big deal. My grandfather was a Marine in World War II. When I left here to go to college, they're on a wrestling scholarship. I always seen the pictures of my grandfather from World War II as a Marine, and it just struck me as something different. And I was with my grandfather, we were at the stockyards when I was a kid. He was always just kind of different than everybody else. It was a big deal. And so I got to the point where I needed to kind of make up my mind and make some life choices. Ended up in the Marine Corps. So I plan on going just for a few years. I was going to go back to college and finish up, and then they kind of hooked me. And I ended up staying for 30, a lot longer than I thought when I initially went in. But look, what got it started was here. What got all that started was here. Okay? And so, public school matters. What we do here matters. It gave me the option to go. It's not 1940s and 50s where you can go in the military anymore. You have to be a graduate, okay, in order to get in. And it's not where you're standing in front of the judge and they're deciding for you, you can go to jail or into the service. Okay? In 20 years of being in Afghanistan, we never had a draft. It was all volunteer force all the way through the entire time. It's a big deal, okay? I've seen thousands. I've trained probably 45,000 kids that came through the Marine Corps over the years and time. They're just like you. Just like you sitting here in 5 years, didn't know, wasn't sure, you end up coming in, or you are sure, you end up coming in, and it makes a difference. Okay, when you join the military, you serve. So let me give you this number. We're about 340 million Americans, give or take. And right now, we have about 24 million that have served. So we're sitting around 0.01%, okay, of those that have served the country. It's a big deal, and it should be a big deal, okay? And I think all of you sitting here that have served, it's a huge deal. We don't ever want to let anyone down to come before us as we're going in. So you have generations of service members that came in. My son's in the Army right now. Okay, so it's different. Everybody has to make their choice. But serving matters. Serving, doing something for your country matters. Because if we don't, we don't have those that are willing to stand up when our country calls. Okay? The countries don't last very long, to be quite honest. I was, again, very fortunate to come back around, to come back home, to come back to a place that I graduated from. It's really unique and it's really neat. Okay? We in the Marines like to say that we're different. We like to say we're elite. We like to say, because today's our birthday anyway, right? November 10th. Okay? And so it's a big deal to be a Marine. And it's a big deal service-wise, serving your country. Every service has it. Okay? Every service has their thing. There's something, if you want to go, that fits you. From 1990 up until 2015, I retired. 2013 was the last time I got back from Afghanistan. But from 1990 till 2013, it was busy in our country. Very, very busy. A lot of things were going on. Okay? But what I'm proud to say is that I would see kids just like us, just like you, that would come through. They would do great things. Great things. Okay, not all-star athletes here or any of this thing, just kids coming through. And they always stood up and they always did what they needed to do. It was beautiful, guys. And it's great to see that. So, you know, you hear all the time where we are, what's going on with us and the kids. We're just fine. Okay, we're just fine. We're going to be okay. Now, I do have one question for you. Anybody know the biggest, baddest bear in the woods? A what? A grizzly bear? Okay, so a grizzly bear is about the biggest, baddest bear in the woods, right? Right? Okay, so if you're a bear, what kind of bear you want to be? You want to be a cubby bear? Or a grizzly bear? A what bear? I can't hear you. What was that? Are we awake? All right, listen. Okay, I'm going to finish up here very, very quickly. I'm going to be dead serious with as you stand here, all right? Coming to Noble was a big deal for me. Going in the military was a big deal for me. Being a Marine was a big deal for me. Okay? Now, there's something different about serving your country. There's something different about having a family and leaving them and coming back to them. It's just different. Okay, some of you that are sitting here right here have family members that are deployed. You have service members right now. Okay, so you understand that it's a big deal. You understand the sacrifice that it takes and that moms have when dads and moms are gone, either one. Okay, serving wise. So, remember that. It is a huge sacrifice. Remember that. Okay? It's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't serve. But I will tell you on this day right here, let's stop and think about a veteran. Let's stop and think of veterans. Okay? Let's stop and remember veterans. Because it really is a big deal. And what started out as World War I, incorporated World War II, incorporated from the Korean conflict, the Vietnam War, okay, all the way up through to where we are now. So being a veteran, being part of a veteran is a special thing. Okay, I thank everybody who served. I thank everybody who's on active duty. All right, and this is a really neat thing, Mr. Hyatt. Thank you for you guys putting this on. This is really special. This doesn't happen in too many spots. So thank you, sir, very much. CIMS, Bears, have a great day. Thank you.
In 1938, Irving Bergman wrote this song. Most of you know it. Both the choir and the band, the choir's going to sing it, the band's going to play it, and we invite you to participate and sing along if you'd like. God bless America. Our next selection is a medley of service songs. And so if you are active duty, reserve duty, retired, or a veteran, we invite you to stand when your song is played and be recognized by our students as your flag is presented. Marchers of the Armed Forces.
were arrested today for defacing the Kensington Park War Memorial overnight. The destruction includes painted messages against the military and the war in the Middle East. The three teams were picked up in the early morning hours after evidence was left at the scene.
Grandpa, something wrong?
Some people sure have short memories, and those who are too young to know need to be taught. Come on, I want to show you guys something.
At dawn on the morning of the 6th of June, 1944, 225 Rangers jumped off the British landing craft and ran to the bottom of these cliffs. 225 came here. After 2 days of fighting, only 90 could still bear arms. These are the boys of Pueblo, champions who helped free a continent. And these are the heroes who helped end a war. You are men who in your, quote, lives fought for life and left the vivid air signed with your honor.
In the name of God and country, I learned to defy gravity. To honor my family, I lived in the belly of a beast.
I fixed the hearts of iron monsters. I became a worm in the mud for dignity, for honor, for righteousness' sake, for God and country.
I fought for you.
I fought for you. For you. I fought for you. I fought for you. I fought for you.
I fought for you.
For you.
For you.
For you. For you. I fought for you.
I fought for you. I fought for you, and I do it again.
Got a corner lot on Dogwood Drive. A year-old truck and a 9 to 5 comes home at night to a pretty wife with a baby due. He'll sleep in on Saturday, cut the grass if it don't rain. After church, he'll watch the game and have a beer or two. He'll stand up when he hears the anthem, and that won't ever change. He's still a soldier, his blood runs red, white, and blue. He put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. His last breath, he'll always be a soldier. He's still a soldier. Couch for the news at 10, he'll see those places that he's been, and when a brother falls, 'cause there's a part of him that does too. And if they called and needed him back, oh, he'd be on that plane. He's still a soldier, his blood runs red, white, and blue. He put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. His last breath, he'll always be a soldier. He won't wake up anymore when he hears thunder. Oh, but even if he lives to be 100, he'll still be a soldier. He's still a soldier. He's put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. Till his last breath, he'll always be a soldier. He's still a soldier. He's still a soldier.
Thank you all so much for coming today. I would like to thank our veterans one last time for serving our country. At this time, we will be having a reception for all the veterans in the Commons. Students, if you brought a veteran, you may attend the reception with them. And now I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Hyatt.
I appreciate everyone coming. Students, thank you for behaving. Right now, we have a reception ready. If you guys up front here, the veterans would like to go make your way. Students, stay in the stands until they all get out of the way. Thank you.